They got me feeling like I'm academics. Can't
So this. Rick Ross is going at 50 Cent. 50 actually reposted his video and said, this fool is at an open house talking about $100 million house. His house is available on Airbnb. What the fuck? Everything fake. The fuck out of here.
It's crazy.
Hold on, let's see.
Game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss. Keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game? Them play to sell $250,000 the first week? That shit cheap. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a motherfucking palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house. Love to share game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then?
Oh, shit.
Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Damn.
You should be able to sell protein shakes if you sell that many streams. Y'all should be selling peptides. You should be able to sell anything if those numbers weren't inflated. Now, Google all of their other assets outside of music. They spirits business, clothes business, this business, everything else. SMS audio, out of business. It's crazy. These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then? Why you ain't selling no shoes?
Before he had also said something about
I want to go viral.
About 50 Cent's Shreveport business opportunity that looked like it might be collapsing or whatever. He ran into some little hiccups in Shreveport. He wanted some tax breaks and when you move like big businesses to like towns like that, they usually give you incentives to come there because you're going to create a job opportunity for a lot of people in the town. And whatever 50 wanted, he didn't get. I could Google it real quick and kind of show you Shreveport 50 Cent. The latest on it is that, let's see, he was threatening to pull back on Shreveport projects. Basically, he can't get the deal he's really looking for. He says the people who are in position don't want things to get better. And he says these people in Shreveport just don't want to get things to get better. He said, I only make deals that make sense. I'm going to have to pull back. So he's threatening to kind of, not do the deal. Anyway, we had Rick Ross who spoke about it.
This morning, so Curtis, I ain't finished with you. I saw you making excuses of why you was kicked off the shows, blamed it on the black woman. She's the creator. She wrote it. It's her show. Ghost was her show. Kanan was her show. She gave you $3,500 an episode. Just to do little posts and all that. Be loyal to the black woman the way you are to Eminem. She gave you an opportunity. But I heard you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac.
Why you laugh like that?
Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace. And Eminem, come on now. Come on. Come on, Curtis. Put them shoes out. Let them flop. And do your Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks.
I'm kind of glad this beef is heating back up just for the commentary and fuckery. This is hilarious. You know what's crazy? These guys been beefing for, it's going on 20 years. I think their beef started 07. No, 08. 08 or 09? Okay, at latest 09. But I think it's 08. We're almost 20 years since they've been beefing. And I'm so happy that they're kind of still both funny and they're still take shots at each other. It's 06? And shit, I mean, I guess 50 and Ja Rule, they've been beefing since 01, right? Yeah, so for that's a 25-year-old beef. Damn.
Remix, baby. Come on, baby, let's go. I want to go viral this morning, so Curtis ain't.
It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Amari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died. Ghost Must Die. He would have died where Kanan died. That much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I could feel how the general public was feeling about it, and I knew that was not the right decision. And I was saying, well, she said, well, then if he doesn't die, something has to happen, something big has to happen. And I'm like, me, like kill my character. Like I got other shit to do. I could go be 50 Cent, and then I don't have to be here anymore. Like look, it got awkward for the right.
So 50 said the showrunner didn't like him, and
I took a pay cut to be there the entire time that I was on that show. Like that, I was being paid in the very beginning $17,000 per episode, while executive producing the show, being the music supervisor, pretty much for then doing the theme song and all the promotion and publicity. It wasn't until the third season that they would accept the show on Good Morning America without me being there. I'm technically the star of Power until I introduced.
He's kind of right. What interview is this? He's kind of right. I can't knock it.
Interscope was the West when it was East Coast, West Coast going on. I went over there and then kicked their ass up and down the street. You should see, I've been kicking their ass ever since. I got it. Like this is like my lifestyle now. I just kick guys for a living. It goes over me. Acting in a show, that was one of the cool ones. Listen, that he wanted to do it. I didn't mind killing Kanan when it came time, but it was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all theirs, right? So the difficult thing is if they have their success for the first time and it's a 50 Cent show, it is a 50 Cent show. Like publicly, people look at it like it's presented by 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. The story is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Everything is 50 Cent tied to the show. The music that's playing is 50 Cent. It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of
Chat, let me go get some alcohol real quick, bro. I gotta go get a bottle.
her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Omari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died. Ghost Must Die. He would have died where Kanan died. That much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah. I could feel how the general public was feeling about it, and I knew that was not the right decision. And I was saying, well, she said, well, then if he doesn't die, something has to happen, something big has to happen. And I'm like, me, like kill my character. Like I got other shit to do. I could go be 50 Cent, and then I don't have to be here anymore. Like look, I took a pay cut to be there the entire time that I was on that show. Like that, I was being paid in the very beginning $17,000 per episode, while executive producing the show, being the music supervisor, pretty much for then doing the theme song and all the promotion and publicity. It wasn't until the third season that they would accept the show on Good Morning America without me being there. I'm technically the star of Power until I introduced everybody to it, and then Omari Hardwick turned into the star of Power.
Do you agree with them killing Ghost?
I wouldn't have killed them. The shit could still been running if it was right now. It just was creatively a decision that she made because she was not feeling them no more. It turned into almost hatred to him feeling like that.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poet's part.
From the music perspective of Power, you tried to do the remix. You feel me with Trey?
Tried to do the remix.
You know
See how he talked about me?
That's crazy.
And on the fucking camera, he says this to me. You tried to do the remix.
That was crazy.
I sold over 40 million records. You want to tell me I tried to do the remix? Look. I did the theme song for Power, and then I did a remix to it. And the remix, was doing extremely well, like at radio with me and Trey, but they just had a funk around Trey. Like they just was not publicly. They was like, ah.
All right. Anyway, okay.
I went to do Jimmy Kimmel specifically, right? I did Jimmy Kimmel's first show. The first show,
50 rarely does interviews. This is a different. Oh, it's a GQ interview.
Version of what I did at the present moment than other artists that I watched come before me. Like I can see portions of my experience and the things that they're actually doing, and then I watch it and how it plays out for them. But mine's is probably one of the most influential ones on the culture because it changed the way people approach doing things. Like there's a section or area where they kind of all turned into it's like a pot of artists that were all like street artists. And then they split it in half. Well, beef between two of them divided the culture. Like, and so it was like, if they ended up cool with Dirk and these guys over here.
Okay.
But because Ja and them had that influence over those particular companies and different things. So I was patient until something came that made sense away from everything. Like Interscope was the West.
Okay. So he's explaining why he went to Interscope. Interscope is normally a West Coast type label. Interscope is like more of the West. Republic is more of the East. That's why the whole thing with Drake and Kendrick was also interesting, right? And it's two biggest label in Universal.
When it was East Coast, West Coast.
So it's interesting that 50 is kind of like relating that to his play because he's saying that Ja Rule and his ops had influence of the other, whether it was Def Jam or whatever, but the other East Coast labels. And because of that influence would have probably kept him out of the game. So he went to the West Coast label. Interesting.
Coast going on. That was the West Coast. So it was a better place for me because I had so much smoke going on the East Coast that I couldn't get like a fair shot or launch of anything. So I went over there and then kicked their ass up and down the street. You should see, I've been kicking their ass ever since. I got it. Like this is like my lifestyle now. I just kick ass for a living. From there, I've dominated or done what I wanted to do. At points when, if I received resistance and I didn't continue to bang my head against the wall trying to figure out how to please the public, I just went into a different, diversified, went into a different categories of my personal interests. Because when I listen back to Get Rich or Die Trying now, what stands out to me is the difference in tempo now and what I was doing at that point. Because like I picked a lot of up-tempo or high energy production, and the one that almost didn't make it is the hottest thing now. Like that was the stuff that I was shying away from. I wasn't sure I was going to put Many Men on.
Okay. All right. Charleston White is now beefing with his former best friend.